Greetings, this is Frosty Thundertrod, and welcome to episode 6 of Let's Play Rule the Waves as Great Britain, Admiral George Hornblower. In our last episode, we continued to beat up on the French some, and we're going to have some of our new dreadnoughts coming out here fairly soon. The first two, the Howe class, are kind of older style dreadnoughts, as to where these next three, the Royal Oak, are really good ships. They might make it in this war, but not all of them. I don't think France is going to be able to hold out that much longer. Okay, let's get our docks building again. In service. Okay. Just check and make sure where I stand with everything. What do we have over here? BCA. Yeah, overall I'd say I'm looking pretty good. I think I might need to build some more foreign station ships. Sounds like Discord's still chirping in the background there. Okay, let's go ahead to our next turn. Cleopatra's condenser trouble. No, we can secure better terms if we completely crush them. No! Damn it! Damn you, France. So we basically white-pieced even though we were completely dominating them. That's kind of frustrating. Okay. But, you know, that's a game. Now I'm kind of debating right now if I want to... I'm going to put all my old battleships here onto mothball status. That'll help reduce my fleet costs some. So spell doom for our proud nation. Alright, now first dreadnought will be done next turn. Okay. So the Germans are building a new light cruiser. Let's see what we got. 10 5-inch. Wow, this is really a bad ship. Its armor's insufficient even for a light cruiser. And there's really no need to put 3-inch secondaries on a 5-inch gunship. I'd love to have a shot at that one. Yeah, my 8-inch guns would just rip it to pieces. Hell, my 5-inch guns would rip it to pieces. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pause the Anson. And probably the Royal Oak. Italy wants to buy 900-ton destroyers, by all means. I'm never going to fight Italy because there's no point for me to fight them. Ah, triple trips. Nice little addition there. Private shipbuilding, plotting table, more accuracy, more rate of fire. Larger torpedo warheads, even though we're not really using torpedoes. Explosive shells, that's good. Increase in AP shell damage, excellent. How has finished her working up? Prep cement, excellent. I'm baffled by increased elevation. Now I wouldn't think that would be that baffling, that if you allow your guns to elevate higher, you can fire further, but I guess it's more difficult to figure out than you would think. Alright, increased industrialization. A little boost to the budget. Really, I think I've beat up on France enough times. So do I want to beat up on Germany or United States? Although France still does have a lot of colonies to take. But I think I'm going to go for Germany this time. Alright, make him a national hero. Rodney has been commissioned. Redoubtable will be commissioned next month. New docks completed. Redoubtable has been commissioned. Yeah, it certainly is a nice ship. Ours are just as good. Once again, I don't really want to fight Japan. They're too far away to be a good war target for me. Resume construction. And Francis laid down a battlecruiser. Rodney's finished her working up. Yeah, I'm making national hero. I'll take the budget for now. I'm still a long ways off from a war with France. So. And really, I don't want to fight France again. We've beat them up twice in a row. So there's nothing. They still have a lot of colonies we can take, but their navy's in such bad shape, it wouldn't be any sort of a challenge. Their ships are no threat to us. Yeah, Russia has a lot of penalties in this game, so really they aren't much of a threat as the game goes on. Early on, they're just as strong as anybody else, but after a while of technological development, Russia really falls behind. All right, yeah, Italy, you can have all the technology you want. All right, better 13-inch guns. Welding -1. So that means it's time for a great many of my ships here to be rebuilt. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, it's time for all my minesweepers to be rebuilt. Let's see, how many? Looks like a lot of them have already gotten sold off. Really, all I'm going to do is just new paint and call it good. Right. 13 of them taken in hand for rebuilding. Now get all these destroyers. Now, let's see if there's anything I can really do with these. Yay, I can put more powerful 2-inch secondaries on it. Do I have double mounts? Nope. So, let me check here. All okay. Some other point, I got 23 tons left over here, so I should be able to switch this to a double mount at some point. Actually, see if I can bump up speed a little bit. Yes, I can bump up speed 1 knot. So all those ships are being rebuilt. We're happy to have hosted those fine ships. Unexpected advance in torpedo technology. Oil firing. I am going to fight the United States at some point, but by that point they'll have oil firing all on their own, so I'll go ahead and sell it to them. Right now I think Germany's going to be my next target. Minesweepers are finishing reconstruction. Yes, that would benefit both of us. More submarine technology. How's France doing on tensions? I can go ahead and stoke it a little bit more safely. Alright, one more turn and the Royal Oak will be finished. By all means, Italy, you can have all the tech you want. Improved 7-inch guns. Come an odd caliber. Nothing that really uses them, but you know, still. Okay, just continue checking along here. I'm not sure if I want another Royal Oak. Because right now, the Royal Oak, I mean, while it is a good ship for its time, it is outdated. So, thank them for the offer, but we cannot manage that within the budget. Send a strong squadron. At 6 months until Royal Oak is complete. Alright, let's see what the French are doing for a battle cruiser. So it's got 8 12-inch guns, 7.5-inch ship-built armor. 26 knots of speed, so... This thing is okay. I mean, it's kind of similar to my armored cruisers, but it gets, like battleship matchmaking, I want to say. That's where my armored cruisers will never be put up against the battleship. This might be put up against the battleship. And really don't know why they do the 3-inch tertiaries. Yeah, I would say the 7-inch belt and 7-inch turrets are a real liability. I think if I got into a firefight with one of these, it's a very good chance it would have a flash fire. Yeah. I wonder if I can fight both Germany and Russia at the same time. Not much reason for me to fight Russia. Kind of want to fight Germany because they do have a few decent colonies I can take, and they're somewhat strong nation that would be a challenge to take on. So I'm going to have to halt the Anson. Don't really like doing that. We should honor our obligations fully. Oh, we're just about... Yes, there's our war. Coastal raid. Large. Unexpected battle. So let's give this a shot and see how it goes. So up here we have our scouting force. We have an armored cruiser, the Hugh. Right now down here we have two of our dreadnoughts, yes. And they're the better of the dreadnoughts. So this will be a good opportunity for them to show what they can do. I'm going to sweep down here towards Danzig. More ships going 50% fuel. At this point, looks like this is going to be kind of a wash for a battle. Not really seeing anything. Unknown ship spotted. Okay. So, you turn in. Dreadnoughts turn this way. Squad max. I don't know what type of ships these are. Looks like some sort of a squadron. Definitely not a convoy, I don't think. Lost them in the murk. See if we can make contact again. Here, German. We have schnitzels. All right. Spread out this way. All right. Turn this way. In case they headed back towards one of these two ports. Danzig or Palu. By the same token, we don't want to get too close and run into some mines. Oh, did we get... Yes, there's a ship spotted up there. All right. You need to turn. All right, battle cruiser, multi-class, 6 12-inch guns, 8-inch a belt. All right. These two armored cruisers should actually be able to handle this one battle cruiser. I'm not so sure about the rest of these ships around up here. So I'm going to get my dreadnoughts to come up and try to join the battle. Alright. We're exchanging shots. Let's see, what did they hit me with? I did hit them with at least one 13-inch gun. And they said 2 heavy guns, so let's see. So they hit me with a 12-inch. Now the Hugh is up here by itself. It's just a single armored cruiser. It has slightly bigger guns, but not as many, and it also has less armor, less tonnage than these battle cruisers, so it's not going to win 2-on-1. It could probably win 1-on-1, but not 2-on-1. Although the Comus here looks like it's firing a torpedo. My dreadnoughts are coming within range now. Hold, I need you to come over here and re-spot. All right, now we have them. Now, I'd like to go right at this battle cruiser. The fact that they're following by destroyers means I can't. I have to turn. So I'm going to turn this way. And the Comus fired torpedoes at me. No! Alright guys, turn. Alright, well, we took out one of their battle cruisers in the flash fire. Hogue is in pretty bad trouble. His engines are out. And damn. Turn to avoid torpedoes. Yeah, I knew that once the Hogue lost its engines, that's probably what was going to happen. Let's see what we can do about finishing off this last battle cruiser. And we sink one of their destroyers to complete our objective. The Hogue got hit by another torpedo. At this point, it's don't matter anymore. It's a goner anyway. We're continuing to hit this last bolt class anyway. Yeah, we're nailing it pretty good. 8 14-inch shells, yeah. Alright, and my armored cruisers are coming up here and joining in. I'm going to pass the stern of it. Excellent. All right, we got it now. The Monmouth has less than 50% fuel. I don't know if the fuel shortage was something that was never really fully implemented or what. I mean, I see notices that, you know, ships are low on fuel, but I've never had a ship run out of fuel. You know, even short-range ships never actually run out of fuel. The Hogue is sunk. Rest in peace, muchacho. Alright, now we'll continue. Alright, the Multake is a goner. So I'm going to come up here and deal with these guys. One's a light cruiser. Actually, with how quickly he's going down, it might actually be a destroyer. Turn. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure this one's a destroyer too. Damn it. Redoubtable's been hit by a torpedo. And Canada fired a torpedo at that. Supposed light cruiser, but I think it's actually a destroyer. How's the Redoubtable doing? Flooding is 157. Alright, we're going to go down to cruising speed. Actually, we're going to drop down to 6 knots. Now it's identifying these two as armored cruisers, which I find very improbable. I think it's most likely they're really just destroyers. Turn away here because my guys are still launching torpedoes. Alright. Multique took a torpedo hit. After Multique has blown up, another turret flash fire. It was kind of redundant at that point. I really don't think these are armored cruisers. Alright, flooding's under control, so let's go to cruising speed. Let's see if we can identify these two ships. Yep, that's a light cruiser Rostock class. Oh, remember I just talked about how much I would like to shoot this thing up, and see how easily it went down with only 1.5 inches of belt? Let's see if we can get an ID on... Yeah, it's another one of those. So yeah. These are fairly new light cruisers, but they're a terrible design of light cruiser. Canada has less than 50% fuel remaining. That Rostock is sunk. Pretty sure this other Rostock is about to sink, if not already sunk. Okay, I'm not sure why I have control of this division, but come to a complete stop, please. Alright, net ship is sunk, so let's go to continuous run here, see if we can pick up some survivors. Seems like we don't want to pick up survivors. Alright. Well then let's head off. Drop down to 5 knots. And run our timeout. Very good battle for us. I mean, it's a shame we lost that armored cruiser, the hull, but once its engines went out like that, it was a goner. There's no way it wasn't going to get torpedoed. But still, trading one armored cruiser for 2 battle cruisers, 2 light cruisers, and I think we picked off a few destroyers as well. It's a good trade. So overall, here we had lost 1 armored cruiser, we had 2 ships of medium damage, we sunk 2 battle cruisers, 2 light cruisers, and 2 destroyers. Most excellent battle. Gained 2 prestige. The Battle of East Prussia. Now we need 7 more ships for coastal patrol, so 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now once my destroyers come out of rebuild, I'll put them on coastal patrol instead. Resume construction. Alright. These guys here need to get rebuilt. They're of questionable value anymore, but rebuilding them might make them viable for a little bit longer. So, replace machinery, oil fired, better 13-inch guns. Let's see, so what do we have on penetration? 9.7 inches. Central firing, yep, that's fine. Better 6-inch guns, that's good. Alright, now I have 109 tons left over. I'll try to beef up its speed. Nope, can't beef up its speed. If I bulge it, it will be only a 16-knot ship. So I'm not sure that's worth it. So anything I can use this for? I mean, its belt is still adequate for the time. A 10-inch belt. Gonna up the turret some. Only half an inch it looks like. Suppose that's something. Yeah, I'll go ahead and go with it. All okay. I have to pause a few of these. That'll work. All right, I'm going to call an end to this episode right here. Thank you very much for watching.